I grew up in a Christian home, Catholic. I spent the first 14 years of my life in Haiti because my parents are Haitian. And growing up in the Catholic Church, I was very impressed as a child with what they said were light sins and mortal sins. And so growing up, I always had that in mind, like trying to walk the line and just make sure not to commit the mortal sins and only the light ones, so that I wouldn't be, so that I wouldn't, I guess, lose my salvation in a way, because that's how I saw it. And so my relationship with God growing up, I kind of saw God as a punishing God, kind of like an authority in the sky that was just, keeping count of your sins, and once you went over the line and committed a mortal sin, that it would take way longer for him to forgive you, or he would just wait around the corner to punish you for that sin eventually. Which I guess growing up, eventually I committed a sin that I felt was a mortal sin. So then instead of running to God, I ran away from God. And actually, one of my roommates, her name was Faith, and she got involved in crew, and she started inviting me to go with her. So Faith literally led me to crew. And so I started going to Bible studies at crew, kind of unofficially. I would not go regularly. Eventually, one of the crew interns approached me and wanted to meet with me on a weekly basis. I was very nervous the first time I went. She shared the gospel with me, and it was the first time that I understood salvation and what it really meant to be a Christian. And grace and God's forgiveness. And it changed my life, my perspective of God. It changed my life and my perspective on God in general. And I began going to crew regularly and listening to the messages and going to Bible study. And I actually was impressed by myself in a way, because I ended up going to mission trips, like to Big Break. I would never have imagined myself going over there and speaking to people on the beach about the gospel, people who were drunk or having fun, and who probably were not at all thinking about that. So it helped me become more confident with other people and sharing my faith. And now I'm a Bible study leader at crew. My name is Bianca Blanchard, and I am Destino, which is crew at FIU.